God is real because the Bible says so is circular reasoning. It's relying on the Bible's authority to prove God's existence, while simultaneously using God's existence to validate the Bible. Using the thing you're trying to prove as part of the proof itself is a fallacy. It's drawing a map that leads you back to the starting point, over and over again. Imagine trying to sell me a broken telescope by saying, "It works, I promise." You're not giving me any real evidence, just empty assurances. When I ask for proof, you just repeat, "It works because I said so." That's not convincing anyone, that's not proof, that's just going in circles. God exists because I feel His presence. God created everything, which is why we know He exists. The Bible said it, I believe it, that settles it. These statements are all examples of circular reasoning. If you're trying to prove God exists, you can't use the Bible as proof. It's a circular argument. That's like saying this book is real because the author, who may or may not exist, wrote it. See the problem? It's a logical fallacy. It's like using a self-written resume to apply for a job. Would an employer accept it without verification? You need something more substantial to show you're the right person for the job. Similarly, proving the existence of God requires more than just citing the Bible. When we only listen to sources that confirm our beliefs, we fall into an echo chamber. This can reinforce circular reasoning and prevent us from seeing anything from an objective perspective. You become trapped in a loop, unable to consider other viewpoints or evidence. Let's break free from this cycle. Think of detectives on a crime scene. They don't just accept the first explanation they hear. They look for fingerprints, DNA, witnesses, hard evidence. Similarly, when examining beliefs, we need independent, verifiable evidence. Critical thinking requires us to seek evidence outside of our pre-existing beliefs. This means looking for information that challenges our assumptions. Whether it's the age of the universe or the existence of God, let's examine how to do this effectively. To avoid circular reasoning and other logical fallacies, we need tools that help us evaluate arguments objectively. These tools include logic, evidence, and open-mindedness. Let's build our critical thinking toolkit. Just like a scientist wouldn't just say gravity, they'd show you the apple falling from the tree. Don't be afraid to ask questions like, what evidence supports this claim that is independent of the source you just mentioned? Or are there alternative explanations or perspectives? Remember, questioning isn't disrespectful, it's the engine of intellectual growth. In a world overflowing with information, critical thinking is our most valuable tool. It's what helps us navigate through the noise and find the truth. By thinking for ourselves and demanding evidence, we honor the human right to free thought and expression. This is the essence of intellectual freedom. Just remember, circular reasoning is a logical fallacy. It's a trap that can make us believe we're making progress when we're just going in circles. It's like running on a treadmill. You're moving but not going anywhere. We must be vigilant to avoid these pitfalls in our thinking. Always seek independent evidence to support claims, no matter how big or small. Question everything. This is the foundation of scientific inquiry and rational thought. Curiosity is the rocket fuel of human progress. It propels us to explore new frontiers and discover new truths. So the next time someone tells you something is true just because, remember the pancake, just because it looks delicious doesn't mean it's nutritious. And ask yourself, is this real knowledge or just a circular argument in disguise? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Freethinker's Journey.